everyone, welcome to CSE Core Concepts in the series of Computer Networks. In this video, I am going to discuss about a very famous ARQ technique that is called as Go Back N. In my earlier video, I have discussed about the stop and wait ARQ technique where you can go through those details so that you can understand that what are the drawbacks or what are the problems associated with that technique, and it was at par with the stop and wait flow protocol. And now here we are going to discuss about the go back and ARQ technique. Now basically this algorithm is based on the sliding window flow control. So in case if you have missed my earlier video on the sliding window protocol flow control technique, I recommend you to please go through the video so that you can understand what happens in a sliding window flow control technique. So basically it is like where you can do piggybacking, that is you can send some data and along with the data you can send an acknowledgement. And apart from that, if a sender can send multiple frames at a time and you can send only one acknowledgement for considering all those frames. So basically this ARQ technique, that is automatic repeat request technique, is based on the sliding window protocol. But here the sender's window size is 2 raised to m minus 1 and the receiver's window size is only 1. Okay, that means it can receive only one frame at a time. Now, a sender or a station may send series of frames sequentially numbered modulo some maximum value. So we have discussed this concept in the sliding window flow control where we have a buffer size or sequence number. Let's say if it is a 3-bit sequence number, then the sequence number will range from 0 to 7, and after 7 again we have to restart from 0, that is modulo the maximum value. So now the number of unacknowledged frames outstanding is determined by the window size using the sliding window flow control technique. So let us assume that if there are no errors, that is none of the frames got damaged or none of the frames got lost, then the destination will receive all the frames and acknowledge incoming frames with the signal RR. So that is called as a receive ready. So receive ready 4, in that way it means that I have already received frames up to 3 and I am now ready to receive the 4th frame. So this type of acknowledgement is also called as the piggybacked acknowledgement. Now, in case the destination station detects an error in a frame, that is, it gets a damaged frame, then in that case, it will send a negative acknowledgement that is called as REJ. It stands for reject. So, it will send a reject acknowledgement. So, the destination station will discard all the frames and the future incoming frames until the error is correctly received. Let's say, for example, the sender has sent frames number 1, 2, 3 and 4 to the destination, right? Now, first frame has been received successfully. For the second frame, there is some error. So, the destination is going to reject the second frame and also the third and the fourth frame. Okay, and it will keep on, and if in case the sender is again sending 5th, 6th frame, they will also be rejected until the second frame is correctly sent, okay, or received. So thus the destination source station, when it receives a reject, so in that case the destination source will understand that second frame has got a reject acknowledgement, then I will have to resend the second frame as well as all the subsequent frames which I have transmitted. So let's say there are two stations A and B. So after every transmission, A sets an acknowledgement timer for the frame that we have been discussing since long. That every frame when it is sent, it is attached a timer. Okay, that to how much time the frame will be active. So now the frame B has previously successfully received, let's say, frame I minus 1, I minus 2, and just now it transmitted frame I. Let's say I is 3. So the receiver has already received frame number 1, 2, and just now it has transmitted 3. So now in the go back and ARQ, we will consider the following errors. First is the damaged frame. So if the received frame is invalid, that is station B detects an error in the frame, it is damaged and B will not take that, it will not perceive it, it will discard that frame and takes no further action as a result of that frame. It will not do anything with the other frames. Now, in this case, you can have two subcases. That is, what will happen in this case? That B did not perceive the frame which has been damaged. So now it did not send any acknowledgement as well as, right? So within a reasonable period of time, A is sending next frame, right? A is sending third, fourth, fifth, and all the frames out of order. And suddenly the source frame receives a message called as reject I. Let's say reject 2. The second frame was damaged, right? So suddenly it got a message. It has already transmitted up to 5th frame. And suddenly it got an acknowledgement, a negative acknowledgement that reject 2. So in that case, A will transmit 2 as well as again 3, 4 and 5. Now, another case is that A will not soon send additional frames. B receives nothing and returns neither RR or RJ. Reject. See, A has sent frame 2. Fine. Then it is not sending any additional frames. It is keeping quiet. Similarly, B receives nothing. The frame got damaged or lost, whatever. And it is neither sending RR, that I am ready to receive, and or reject. Both have kept quiet. So what will happen? After some time, the 8th timer of that frame will expire and it transmits an RR frame that includes a bit known as P bit, okay, which is set to 1. So when A will send a P bit, okay, RR frame to destination with a P bit of 1, B will interpret the RR frame with P bit of 1 as a command that it must be acknowledged by an RR indicating the next frame that is expects. What does it mean? It means, see, source has sent one frame to destination. Fine. But somehow that frame got damaged. A is kept quiet. A is not doing any further action. It is neither sending next frame, nothing. Similarly, B has received a damaged frame. Neither it is sending any acknowledgement, nothing. Both has kept quiet. So after some time that frame's timer will expire. A did not receive anything. So what is your status? A is asking B, what is your status? To ask this, A is sending a RR frame to receive ready which frame? It is a question. It is not, A is not sending I want to receive. A is asking a question. Receive ready with a P bit of 1. That is a question mark, you can imagine. So now B will return a reply RR with the frame number which it is expecting. Understood? So it can send, suppose B has already received the frame properly, but the acknowledgement did not receive. So B will send what? RR3. That time A will understand that, okay, my second frame was received. Or if it is sending RR2, that it will understand that, okay, the second frame got damaged. Understood? So when A receives that RR, then it will retransmit that frame. Alternatively, A could just retransmit. See, it can ask the question RR and retransmit, or it can simply, after the timer expires, it can again resend frame number 2. That also it can do. Now, another scenario. This was the scenario when your frame got damaged. Now, let us have another scenario. What is the scenario is that B has received the frame, okay, I, and it has sent an acknowledgement, say RR I plus 1, means B received frame 2 and it is sending an acknowledgement receive ready 3. Now this acknowledgement frame has some error in transit. So acknowledgements are cumulative. Suppose let's say RR6 means what? I have received up to frame number 5 and I am sending, I am telling I want to get the 6th frame. Now it may be that A will receive a subsequent RR to a subsequent frame and it will arrive before the timer with that I expires. Timer has not expired, but it is receiving a RR6 message that you please send me. See, if the A's timer expires, it transmits the RR command again. Same way what we discussed, that it will, A's timer expire, acknowledgement it did not receive. So what will it do? What will it do? It will again send a RR command to the destination with the P bit F1 and asking that are you ready? Okay, then B will send a RR with the, at this point, A will again try again with the RR command and restarting the P bit timer. So this procedure is tried for number of iterations. See, until B responds, suppose RR, the P bit 1 has been sent to destination. B does not respond. Suppose there is no connection or any problem. After some time, again A will ask. Again A will ask. It will keep on asking until it receives some acknowledgement. Otherwise, after maximum number of attempts, it will go for a reset procedure. Suppose if you are sending a reject acknowledgement, RR is what? Receive ready. But suppose the frame had some errors and B has sent a reject acknowledgement, then it is the same case as case 1B. What was our case 1B? That is, B has sent a acknowledgement. The acknowledgement could be RR or REJ, whatever. So if the acknowledgement has been missed, A will wait for some time, B is kept silent, timer expires, A will ask for the RR command with a P bit of 1, then B will respond with that frame number which it is expecting. So I hope you understood these cases. So let us see, you have a station A and the station B. So station A is sending frame 0, okay, and 1. Fine. So it is responding, station B is responding with RR 3. Fine. So 0 and 1 is with now B. Then now meanwhile when it is sending the second frame, it is lost. So what will it do? It has also sent the third one also. Understood? Now what it is the scenario? The scenario is that station A has sent 0 and first frame. In response to that, it got some acknowledgements. Okay. So it has again sent 2 and 3. Now 2 got lost in damaged. Now, but it is sending continuously sending 4 and 5. Now 2 has not been received, it got damaged. So that is why station B will not take 3 also, because it is expecting the second frame. So it will not perceive frame 3, 4 or 5 until it receives 2. So this is a timeout timer period. So again second will be received. Okay, now in this period what can happen? Both have kept quiet. A is kept quiet, B is kept quiet. Either B can send a reject signal to A, that can be done. Then A can again restart from 2, or both of them have kept mum. A's timer has expired for frame 2. It did not receive anything. So it will send a RR signal to B. B will say RR 2. That means I am ready to receive 2. That time A will understand, okay, 2 was lost in damaged. So it will have to retransmit 2, 3, 4 and 5 again. Right. So now this is the sender station. This is its window. So it has sent 4 frames 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay. It has been sent. And now the slider will go here. It will move to the right hand direction. It will go to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then it is sending 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. But because this was the situation, because the frame 2 suffered a loss error, so it had to again go back to 2. Okay. So this is a sender's window. The size of the window we have taken as 4. Right. The sender has sent the packet 0, 1, 2 and 3. After acknowledging packet 0 and 1, the receiver is expecting packet 2, but sender is continuously sending packets of 4 and 5. It has sent, but packet 2 is lost in the network. Receiver will discard all the packets that the sender has transmitted after 2. So on the sender side, the timeout will expire for packet 2. So now from the last transmitted packet 5, it will have to again go back to 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay, so these are your frames. So these you can consider them that they are being discarded. Okay, so this is how your go back and ARQ technique works. It goes back to the one and again all the frames have to be retransmitted. So of course that causes a lot of traffic in the network. So we will see another approach in my next video. And so stay tuned and don't forget to like, share and subscribe to CSE Core Concepts. Thank you.